Sweet! Hey guys, Crew of Blonde Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Aaron.
And we're back with The Flash. Aaron, last time on The Flash, Akasan was here. Now he's gone.
He went to Japan.
Yeah, we sent him there. But last time on The Flash was our season premiere, and we had a lot of stuff going on, including Nora Allen showing up. Excess. I'm not used to saying that. I like impulse.
No, excess.
Should have been impulse, but yeah, it's excess. Shut up! Ow! Damn it, it was Calvin yelling at Shane about stream happening right now.
What? Stream's happening right now.
Yeah, there's a stream happening right now. Twitch.tv/blindwave if you guys want to watch streams. Okay, so what else was there? There was Gridlock, a new villain, and he got
killed it.
Killed it, I guess, by a new dude with the hood, and a thingy,
And a thing.
And a thing.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
But he like threw a lightning bolt, like Shazam or something.
Did Shazam throw lightning bolts?
Lightning bolts, but I thought it's Zeus. And Zeus is part of Shazam's power. Just like other gods.
Like Solomon.
Yes.
He's on.
Wasn't he a king?
Yeah. We are gonna have a fight between Grodd and King Shark, and when that does happen, I will run to Japan and slap Akasan. But overall, it was a pretty good episode, or we could call it Shway.
Barry dies in the future.
That's not very Shway. No, we had a poll last time.
Poll!
My phone, I threw.
I'll look it up.
I got this.
That doesn't help. That's a Coke. Why?
It's red. It matches the theme.
Flash says,
Yeah.
do you want a new version of Harrison Wells in this season? And if so, to what extent?
Yeah.
15% said no.
15%. Okay. Just no in general. No.
Don't. 37% said yes,
Okay.
heavily featured, and 46% said yes, but more of a cameo.
So more people were like, yeah, I would like to see him. Tom Cavanaugh's the man, but not too much because it's getting a little much. Let's just Reverse Flash coming back. That'd be great.
I bet everyone would love that then, but we don't want him, we want...
Why not? Why do we not want him?
Damn, what's the other guy's name?
He's the best. I like it.
What's the other guy?
What?
The other guy, Reverse
guy?
Flash. The other guy. The real one.
He died.
What? If he died, he died.
Yeah, I don't remember that actor's name. He's also awesome. But Tom Cavanaugh came back in the crossover last season as Reverse Flash, and he's like, straight from Earth 1. He is the Earth 1 Flash. So I want to see him again.
Reverse Flash.
Yeah, Reverse Flash.
AB said definitely not. I've had my share of crazy alternate versions of Wells. It's a little played out in my opinion. Maybe if there's a new Wells that's a more normal and grounded character like Harry, but no more cyborgs and mimes and silly accents.
Yeah.
I love seeing the Council of Wells.
It's cool as like a cameo background thing.
Yeah, I love watching Harry have like Tom Cavanaugh doing like all these accents, and here's his Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Tom Cavanaugh, and here's his...
Some people don't like it. I like it.
I think it's funny.
I think it fits with the super speed superhero silly show. But some people like this show to be a lot more serious, which is fine. I think you can be both.
Okay. Gavin says, I feel as though Harrison can't bring anything new to the team that they can't get or have now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like there's an absence, personally.
Well, Raccoon Shampoo says, I want a new one for them to keep. Does Jay's Earth have a Harrison Wells?
Jay's Earth? Earth 3? Is that 3?
Yeah.
That's where Jessie is right now, right? She's taking over what Jay was doing because he retired. Is that right? So it does have a Harrison Wells. It has Harry, I think. Didn't he go to be with Jessie? Or did he go back to Earth 2?
I don't know where he went.
I don't know either.
He's dumb.
Yeah.
Lanahora says, definitely. Tom Cavanaugh's delivery of the same character but with different personalities is always fresh and entertaining.
Yeah. I can't deny I'm always excited when he shows up.
And the Amish electrician says, yes, but as a woman.
That would be great. Who would play her?
I don't know. I mean, you could do that, what was that Patrick Swayze movie?
Yeah.
With John Leguizamo or whatever, and Wesley Snipes?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm trying to think of an actress that could pull it off. Who's the actress that played Elaine? She could do it.
Oh, damn, yeah. What's her name?
Dreyfus. Something Dreyfus.
Yes.
Her.
I can't remember.
She could do a female Harrison Wells. Or fuck it, you know what? Have him be the female Harrison
As I
Wells.
was saying, like Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, I'd do.
Like
Yeah,
that thing, where
that's
they just,
great.
We're girls.
Never mind.
Sam says, nah, I want Harry back.
Mm.
There we go. And we all want Harry back.
Yeah.
I liked Harry.
Me too. We'll see.
It would
maybe.
depend. I don't want the team too crowded where it's like, well,
Yeah.
what's everyone doing? Like, well, that one's going to stand around.
Yeah.
This guy's going to stand around.
I mean, we've gained Nora kinda as a new team member. We got Caitlin back, no Killer Frost. So yeah, we're pretty filled up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We are. And we don't need any excess. Except for.
but we have excess.
Except for excess. Just.
Be careful, man.
Oh, he punched
All right,
him?
Gridlock punched him. He's taking punishment.
You don't know this guy.
Yeah, that's a dude from American Pie.
Ooh, he took his power away?
Huh? He can negate powers? Huh? Yeah, that's the dude from American Pie.
Who?
Not Stifler. Not. He's one of the friends.
Okay.
He was in Wilfred. You ever see Wilfred? Fuck.
I don't have anyone to go with anymore. I'm not taking you to Fiji, Ralph.
Why didn't you guys tell us about this before? Here, next time.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting them to jump right into this.
I'm happy they are.
Joe?
Hey,
Look at that baby.
that's a cute baby.
Cecile, what's wrong?
I think I'm losing my powers.
Well, they were connected to the baby in the first place somehow, weren't they? Oh, that is a cute baby. Fix that hole.
Hey, babe. Watching old holograms of Gypsy?
Why would I be doing that?
Because you miss her?
We just had something so special. Shouldn't it have worked? Of course, now it's not so special anymore. Now she's just rattling around. Cisco's not available right now. Please leave a message.
Oh, hey, Cisco, it's Ralph. Hope you're doing well. Just get back to me. I need you to vibe this as soon as possible. Bye-bye.
Ralph, Cisco can't buy it right now, so.
Looks like he's doing an inventory check.
Hello, Bobby.
Vanessa Jansen.
Jesus!
You have 4 years.
She's shrinking him? Is he dead? What happened?
She crushed him in a box.
It's terrible.
She crushed him in her box.
She has box powers. Can we call her GameCube?
Central City's gonna be a war zone.
Oh, don't worry about the city, friend. CCPD's finest jar on the case.
And you are?
Nora, CSI intern.
Intern.
Who are you?
The captain of CCPD.
Captain David Singh. Oh,
Sure.
what is that?
Oh my God, that's
But it
him.
looks like somebody wanted their pound of flesh.
Nora, wait! What are you doing? You can't touch that. You'll contaminate the evidence.
So shui.
That is not Shui.
Hey, Captain, did you mean Gridlock? I thought he was locked up in Iron Heights.
Iris, it's a pleasure to see you. Can we secure the crime scene,
Oh,
please?
hey, look who's doing some
You know I
journalism.
can't make a comment on the record.
Okay, well.
You know, I think them taking away that meta satellite has really helped the show. Because they
The
have to
book
actually
of
go out and
Ralph.
look for shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're gonna start with a page of Ralph, because he's
She's trying to
nowhere
keep
near
busy.
ready for this
Yeah.
whole book.
And why would we want to do that?
So that we can make sure it works before we put it on Jenna.
Oh,
You gonna put on
honey,
the baby?
It's completely safe. Harry used it on his own daughter.
It doesn't mean we have to use it on ours.
Oh, okay. Honey, listen.
Yeah, I guess it's easier to raise a kid knowing what they want.
Yeah, but
A constant.
From the broad who killed my brother and stole our stash? This is way out of your
One of the
league,
other
Vanessa.
Moretti brothers.
See, I would have agreed with you.
They're not your weapons.
jeez, what is this? It's like a gel.
The Force kid.
Like I said, I'm tougher now.
She didn't have that before, huh?
Before she went in prison.
I'm gonna take Vanessa and the gangster. Why don't you just scan the perimeter?
Don't feel bad. It's my new look.
Vanessa!
The Flash. Guess I better put
Punch
my
her.
hands up.
What? Jeez.
How does this stuff work? Oh, he's doing the thing. I love when he brings back the things he did and he would just forget to do, you know?
Yeah. fix that mask. Something's wrong with it.
I think
too
Nora's
big.
good to go.
Too
She
head,
didn't
too
even
big.
need an ibuprofen.
Oh,
Too head, too big.
No, I'm totally okay.
It's gotta
Come
fit
on,
his
let's get back
hair.
to work.
It's got a helmet in there.
Okay. Yeah. I think chapter 1 is probably a good place to start.
Yeah.
All right, you're in for
Listen
a real
to
treat.
Daddy.
You initially said no, but after I told
Even a Ferrari needs a tune-up before it lasts more.
Look at his hair.
I don't know.
This feels like purgatory.
Not too much.
Let's not worry about it, okay?
no, I mean it's a good idea. We'll just let's give him a call.
Guys, stop. Seriously, cut
She
it
doesn't
out.
want to know.
Okay? Forget about the death certificate and let's just focus on helping our friend, okay?
Well, now we've taken a turn to news story.
Watch.
What's she gonna do? She gonna do something? She just running.
Showing how fast she is. Oh! Throwing lightning.
Oh, I won! I won!
She didn't handle that. Oh! What? It sounds like cicadas.
It does. Or a rattlesnake.
That was the first year you took me in. I mean, you took me when I hadn't done what? I looked up
Trying
to
to
you.
impress
I mean,
him.
you were my hero.
Joe is so wise.
Oh, Joe.
He just sits around and puts out wisdom.
Only information. Show her that no matter what, you're always gonna love her.
He's
Next dude.
He's so wise, people are getting advice like he's not even giving it to them. He's just throwing it out there. Everybody's taking it.
Why don't you want to investigate your dad's death certificate?
Good, Cisco.
Get right to it.
Wouldn't you rather face that truth instead of spending the rest of your life wondering?
Strong, Caitlin.
You can't just skip rungs on the ladder or jump right to the big stuff. That's not how it works. Alright, that's enough. Look, when you first got here, you said that
I want what's mine, Vanessa. Step aside.
Again?
I hope he learned
This
something.
guy does not give up.
Because you brought a bigger gun this time?
You mean like Channel 52's Doppler radar?
52.
yeah, I mean
Go Team West Allen, yeah?
Okay, look, there is a
What'd you say?
high-density,
Go
low-pressure
Team
zone
West Allen,
and a
and she
6-block radius
had a
around
really
Pacific
bad
Days.
look on her face.
alright, let's go.
Hey, maybe I should just stay here.
Huh.
Or you could put some of that training to good use.
Whoa, she's throwing little balls in his face.
Do something, Nora!
She's getting tired.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
Oh, I can't believe she was
Nora.
so fast that
Nora.
she could get up and
Gotcha.
turn around.
Uh-oh.
no. Be so fast.
Oh, damn! Not know why they couldn't have done that when they first showed up.
Bit off more than you could
chew,
chew, huh?
My work here is done.
Looks like she's a regular chip off the old block.
Took a while to get dressed. Oh, shit! Well, that happened quick.
Oh, watch out, guys.
Oh, shit, they were all there. It took a dark matter energy.
Just lost my speed.
Does he
What
still
if he kills them?
He's not gonna kill him.
He wants one last step.
Step 2.
Kill you all.
What is that sound?
Oh my god.
Barry!
Nora. Oh, shit.
What'd she say?
Did they recognize each other? She said dad. Well, that's a threatening power.
Yeah, he took their power. His power is to take the power.
Maybe it comes back.
And he just kicks your ass.
Just throw in some dark matter, you'll be fine. Okay, so the powers go away for a little bit, they come back, man.
Her mom. Yeah. That's her mom doing.
Yeah.
Sounds like an insect.
Yeah, it does. Like
Like a cicada.
Cicada! She knows him. He's bad news, isn't he?
Damn it!
Oh, shit.
Is it a thing?
Stinger?
Dude, that villain. I love it because
Yep.
it's so different and threatening. It's not just another speedster running around.
Yep.
Like, oh, we gotta go fast.
Yeah.
It's like now you're down to his speed. It's like when you fought the turtle, except he slowed him down more. But there's like a villain that seems even more threatening because he's gonna kill you.
Like, yeah. I wonder if his taking of powers, is that something that he has to do? Can he outmaneuver it? Or is it just something like in proximity? He kind of threw it to the ground and then it happened, you know? But yeah, he's taking dark matter.
He himself is not a meta, right?
Well,
or is he?
He seems to be able to throw the thing.
Is his power with that something other than meta abilities?
Is the power in that, or is in him and he does something with it?
Yeah. You know, like Thor. Like,
yeah.
Thor's not a meta. He's something else. You know, like he wouldn't be the same as like Chloe Bennett or something. He's
like, is
like,
this
is there another power base that we're not seeing?
Yeah. Is this a meta or is this an Iron Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, is there something there? I'm just curious. Like, it'd be like, is it a mutant, or is it an Iron Man, or is it an Asgardian? You know, like what?
Well,
what's he from?
Am I right in saying that's him? The dude from American Pie, Chris Klein. Because I saw him recently in Wilfred, and he's a little older, but it looks like him. It's the first thing I thought of.
Maybe you just like American Pie. I don't know. I mean, it's possible. It never shows his face very well.
Not truly.
You know?
Well, here's a picture with him and Barry Allen, so I'm assuming it's him.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's him. When I first saw him, I'm like, that looks like fucking the dude from Wilfred. And then I'm like, I don't think Aaron's seen Wilfred. American Pie.
And you're telling me, like, you've seen Wilfred? No.
Yeah.
But anyway, the villain itself, I like, because it's different, it's new, and it's not something that's been done. Like, the villain the first one was Reverse Flash, which was cool, because Reverse Flash and Flash was awesome. Yep. The villain in the second one was Zoom. The villain in the third one was Avatar.
Well, we had Alchemy, right, for a second.
Yeah, there was that kind of thing, which that was cool at first because it was something new, and then it just went to Savitar.
Yeah.
The best thing was last season, I guess, as far as a villain-wise, was the Thinker, which was different, you know?
But he became so overpowered, it was, like, crazy.
Yeah.
Whereas this seems like interesting. Now, what I thought was cool / what's going on here is, do you think he paused when he heard Nora say dad?
Was it because of dad being said of the Flash, or was it a dad triggering something for him?
Maybe
like I can't kill him as a kid, or is like I have a daughter.
Or I can't kill a dad in front of a daughter. Maybe.
I don't know.
Does he have a daughter that died?
Is it a personal thing, like something for him that whatever, or was it more of like I'm not gonna do this because
I'm gonna vote personal. It seemed more personal.
Like it triggered a memory. Yeah. Just ran away.
Is that and he seems to be targeting metas, so maybe a meta killed his daughter or something.
Maybe.
Or he died in front of his daughter and he's come back.
He had something like, I'm gonna kill you all, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, is he not a meta and is his power base something different?
I mean,
if he hates metas.
Yeah.
Or
his power is taking the dark matter out of metas, or not his power, but whatever that is.
Yeah, and it's like the dagger. It's like he can control the dagger, but then the dagger has its power.
See, the dagger, it said labs on there. Do you think it could say like Star Labs and it's a piece of like the particle accelerator or something?
I don't know.
I don't know why that would do it, but I don't know. I have no idea. I'm really interested though, and I love that they came right out with it. Second episode, here he is.
Just pieces of the accelerator and stuff just says Star Labs on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Like, look, I got a spark plug out. It says Chevy. You know?
Maybe it's a really important piece, and they wanted to make sure it has a thing on it. I
don't know. It could be.
But I love that it's like episode 2. Here you go.
Well, yeah. Well, they didn't. There was two things they did. They didn't prolong showing his face. Like they kind of showed his face, but they didn't straight up show his face.
Well, it's also not a who is it kind of thing.
So it kind of surprised me because I thought it was going to be more of a like, well, you don't know who's behind the mask because they've done that with.
They have.
Zoom, and they did that with Alchemy, and all
and
that
they
stuff.
introduce them somewhere else, and then you're like, haha, it's them. But it's become so obvious these days that you're like, okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what about this new guy you brought in?
Yeah.
You know? And then the other thing I was surprised about is how quickly they were like, hey, Barry disappears and never comes back.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I love that. Yeah, it's getting right to it. I mean, the episode, like to contrast it against like Arrow, like it wasn't like every single scene I'm super engaged in. It was a little slower in the first half, and then it really sped up in the second half. But yeah, I was interested. It was cool. Cicada. Which makes sense because he sounds like cicadas. We live in, southeastern Ohio. Very, very, very similar
What is
sound.
it, like every 7 years or something like that? When like you get all of them, all
it's
the locusts
crazy.
and stuff?
When they're all out, like it's like
It's
so
like deafening.
loud. Yeah.
Even during the years when they're not so much, it can be really loud. You go by a tree that's just filled with them.
It's weird. Like I have like a really nostalgic connection with that sound. That sound sounds like summer, even though it's kind of like a scary sound. Like when I hear that sound, I think of like going out in the summer, school's out, on the farm and stuff. I don't know.
I remember the year there was so many of them, I'd find like dead ones and I'd put them on an anthill.
Yeah.
And I'd watch all the ants go after it.
Yeah. Cicada. That doesn't have anything to do with his power base right now. I mean, it's not like he's like jumping out of it.
He's a bug.
Yeah, like Sub-Zero,
away or something.
like a thing.
A reptile.
That would be kind of badass if he did, but I don't know. However, Nora does recognize him, so he must be on that list of big bads that Flash has fought.
Could be from the Flash Museum.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's what causes the disappearance or something too. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I think the big clue with that is that he stops whenever Nora said dad, so we'll go from there. But the powers do come back after a bit.
Yes.
That's another thing too. Maybe the dark matter has to recharge or something.
I mean, they said that it negated our powers, so it didn't say he took our powers.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm happy because
an absorption.
I was a little worried about another. I lost my powers, because I always hate that.
Like next episode
as an
no
episode.
powers.
But this, with it being an inherent part of the villain's power, I like that. I'm just glad it's not like I've lost my powers. What happens now? Oh, Iris has to do it. Oh, Wally has to do it. Oh, It's been a very common trope, but I kind of like it here, where it's like you're not losing your powers. You just can't use them when you're around this guy.
I wonder if it has like an absorption kind of looking thing to it. I wonder if you can do that X amount of times, like if there's a limit to it.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like created a field. Nora ran right on in.
Yeah.
It wasn't like she didn't have them then. But could he have activated again and absorbed her powers right then?
Yeah. And
if not, then you send in one at a time. And then at least someone has their powers as it keeps going whenever he starts absorbing them or something.
Now this knife that's absorbing the powers, does it keep that amount of power or does that go away too? Like, as he does it more and more, does the knife get more powerful, whatever that means?
No.
No?
I don't know. Maybe he has to recharge it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Sometimes it glows, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, true. I really enjoyed that Iris is actually doing some journalism in favor of the team. I love that.
It wasn't even in favor of the team because she started it.
Well, she's
because
doing it,
of, Joe saying about keep busy.
Yeah.
Keep yourself busy. So it's like,
True.
okay, well, I'm going to do this. Which I think is good. It gives her something else to do.
It does.
As well. So we had, everybody we had out doing stuff.
But I just mean, it's a really cool substitute for that satellite that fixes all their problems. It's like, all right, we got to look for this. Okay, I will look for the source in the feed and we'll search for this shit.
Yeah. See, they don't even have
there it is.
They don't even have anything.
I love that. I love that. That was a crutch I didn't know they needed taken away to make everybody feel more important and stuff like that. So I like that. Really enjoyed that.
I felt like, out of all the characters, though, I feel like Joe isn't being used much.
No.
And
His wisdom.
I was half worried that, watching him this and then thinking about last episode and stuff, he's been sitting down a lot, and I thought his talking just felt weird. I was to the point where I'm like, hope the actor's okay.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking every time we've seen him, I feel like he's been sitting somewhere, and they haven't had him out in the field or walking around.
They don't want him doing much.
Even that crime scene, he wasn't even at the crime scene.
Yeah.
Singh was there, and they had Barry show up, and it just felt weird that I was like, I hope the actor himself's okay because I love him. He's a great singer. I love him as Joe.
Sure.
He's really good.
Huh.
So.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
But last episode, I felt like we saw him at the party thing, and I think he was sitting there, and then we saw him again when he was lounging at the lounge. He was just sitting there,
Lounge.
I felt like every time we saw him, there wasn't a lot from him, and he was always sitting, and I was just kind of like, man.
Okay. No, it's a good point. Maybe something like that.
I hope he's okay.
Do you think Nora was surprised that Gridlock is dead because Gridlock was meant to do other stuff?
Was she?
And she seemed like, wait, he's dead? It almost seemed like she was like, he shouldn't be dead. I don't know. I got that impression. So now that he is dead, maybe things are messing up. I don't know. The telepathic connection with the baby thing, while I think it's an interesting story, I'm not super interested in it.
Yeah, I get mother and their connection with their baby, so I kind of get that and what she's wanting from there. But at the same time, like, I wouldn't be wanting to stick a thing on my baby that I'm like, oh no, it's safe. Harry said.
Yeah, Harry said it was safe. Wait, didn't he fry his brain?
Doesn't have any.
With his stuff.
So
let's not do that.
I get what she's saying and what she's feeling and how she feels about it all, but I wouldn't do that. So I'm glad they're not doing that.
Yeah.
Also, I wasn't sure what they were going to do with those powers and stuff anyway. So
it was always a weird
it's interesting.
sideline thing.
The first episode had, like, here's all this stuff going on. Then the second episode is like, here's the things you didn't think were going to happen right away. Like, maybe her powers are gone. Like, oh, she kept her powers. And the next episode is like, oh, well, I guess she doesn't have her powers.
Yeah.
And then the next episode is like, oh, well, Barry's going to be gone. And then the next episode is, oh, well, here's your guy that you need to know.
Am I crazy? Am I misremembering something like she got her powers because of the pregnancy? And I thought that implied that maybe the baby would have powers.
It was a dark matter, like, when she got pregnant, like, dark matter got released in her body because of, like, her hormones or something like that, and she had more dark matter in her body, allowing her to have, like, memory powers.
So she had, like, a dark matter egg or something.
I guess something.
And then Joe... Okay. I don't know. Really interesting response or reaction from Nora whenever Iris is like, "Go Team West Allen."
Yeah, you said about that. I didn't catch what she had said. Like, I'm like, wait, what did she say?
Uh-huh.
Team West Allen. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't look the happiest.
So it's Go Team West Allen saying, like, the mom, the dad, and the child, we all did something, and Nora's like,
yeah. I don't know. I really want to know. I feel like there's going to be a conversation at some point talking about Iris from the future, because I feel like there's something that's causing a resentment for her.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is.
In the beginning, when they were talking about how Flash was lost for 25 years or whatever, they said something like, well, that explains why she doesn't really like me, but I didn't really catch that. Is that what they said?
She was like, it explains why she spends all the time she can with her dad.
With her. Not, okay, so it's
not with me.
All right.
You know?
I kind of missed that at the beginning, but that makes sense. Okay. Well, still, that's a mystery that we'll have to wait another day to solve, I guess. Caitlin's mom was the one that signed the death certificate, so we're gonna have to just follow that thread as well. Yeah. So, really nothing to speculate in terms of that. I mean, we talked about maybe it being Icicle Senior,
Senior and Junior
last time, so we'll see what's going on there. You know, I think that might be all. The Echoes and Gypsy is an interesting thing, but I don't really know if it's actually going to go anywhere.
Yeah,
or if it was
I feel like it was something for this episode they were doing to kind of like set things the way they were going.
Yeah.
The only other thing I would have is the villain that we had this episode, Block.
Yeah.
I thought was interesting. It was a different power base. It was something new.
Yeah.
With her like getting stabbed, but maybe not dying.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have her come back either as a villain or maybe to help to take out the. Hey, remember the guy stabbed you? We need your help, you know, or something.
The compressing of the human body down to a little meat box. Was
that still
visceral.
weighs 200 pounds or whatever.
Like
it is.
that thing that was crazy, but it's offset on how. And I've said this many times about The Flash. Sometimes it's very well done, and sometimes it's poorly well done. I think it's poorly well done, where Flash and Nora get the drop on him, or they don't get the drop on him. When someone that girl was down, and she got up and turned around and did a cue, where they're just standing there going, you can dodge bullets. You can go so fast that people are standing completely still.
Like, the first one I got more because Nora went in, grabbed the guy, threw him in the thing, shut it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well now she knows you're there, she sees you and stuff, caught you. For the next time, I get what you mean.
Like, it's just, I understand that. It's like, well, we need to be able to write this so that, we can do it and do it easy and do it fast. But there's a couple parts when that stuff happens where I'm like, all right, TV show, do your TV show thing so that I have to feel, like a matter of like drama, but it doesn't work for me. Like that kind of stuff, I want a little bit more cleverness in why the Flash can't just solve all his problems,
With his speed.
With his
super speed.
So that was a negative for me on that. And I just, I'm trying to stay optimistic with the suit. I actually kind of like the body look, the spandex look. That's kind of doing it for me, but the head, the helmet is so big.
So big?
I can do without the chin strap, honestly. I like the chin strap, but I don't need it.
Yeah.
But his actual helmet looks like a biker's helmet, like a helmet you wear when you're riding a bike. It's too big. It's too big. You know what I'm saying? Like it comes down like over the ridge of like right here, and it goes straight up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of looks like a bike helmet.
It's like a bike helmet. It reminds me of the look he had in season 1, episode 1, with that big like bonkers helmet that he was wearing. You know. I think if you just reduce that down, and it would, I kind of like it.
Maybe they put some cushion in there so if it gets bounced around as much, it doesn't get hurt.
Maybe.
There's a reason there.
Maybe.
There's a reason.
Yeah.
Maybe it really is a helmet to help protect you from getting concussions.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go to Twitter, guys. If you want to join the conversation with Blind Wave, all you got to do is go to Twitter at BlindWaveProd and put in #FlashQ&A. You can ask a question and we'll attempt to answer it.
Emmy says, why did Caitlin's dad fake his death? If he's really alive, do you think he's a good or a bad guy?
Well, there's a couple of explanations. 1, he doesn't want to be with them. 2, he wants to protect them. 3, he doesn't care.
Yeah. Because it could have been something like, oh, I have these bad things I gotta hide. Get away.
I mean, if he's a villain, like if he's Icicle or something, then yeah, I could see, not all villains are bad all the time. Maybe he's like, yeah, I'm a bad guy. I shouldn't be with them. So,
yeah, which is good for a bad guy to do.
Yeah. I think that would be good because you could have some fun stuff with like, I don't want to be a bad guy. I don't want to be a bad dad. You're such a good girl. And then here comes Killer Frost. And now that's your daughter, you know? That might be interesting.
Curiosity Kitty says, tell me Roy didn't teach Nora all them flippy flips.
There was a lot of flippy flips. I liked it. Flippy flips and super speed is kind of fun. And she's trying to impress her dad.
But I did like that she didn't do anything super complicated there. She just ran fast.
Ran real fast.
Ran fast.
Yep.
Jeffrey says, did they make Cisco look like he looked in Flashpoint? Try to remember him in Flashpoint. I don't know.
No, he just had like a Ralph style with the jacket and the shirt. Yeah. I'm glad they didn't touch his hair. I like his hair.
I think they cut it down or something like that. Speed King, are you guys loving the father-daughter dynamic between Barry and Nora because it's so cool? Also, what do you think of the villain kicking Team Flash's ass?
It's not cool.
That's not cool. I love the mentoring aspect. That Barry gets to be a mentor towards somebody. They kind of have that in another episode or another show. They just started up with Supergirl, and it's different. And I really enjoy the mentoring aspect they have there that they brought in.
Really like the idea that Barry has literally been shoved into parenthood and has to learn all these lessons very quickly. Yeah, which is appropriate.
You ran
for the
a
Flash.
joke like I got a kid and I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You gotta help me. You know?
It's like, why is all this stuff happening? And Joe's just like, have you ever raised a kid? No, you haven't. You know, I like that.
Jared says, Nora reminds you of Korra, especially season 1 Korra. A little headstrong, doesn't know how to fit in, trying to live up to the predecessor.
Maybe a little bit.
I could see what you mean there.
I think with Korra was a lot more capable with her powers. She wasn't very spiritual, but she was very capable, whereas Nora is a little less capable.
Jared says, for me, this is the weakest seasonal villain debut for me. Mm-hmm. Even just 2 episodes in. Every other season villain had a great entrance, and I was interested in them instantly. Not so much for the new villain. What do you think?
I'm excited by the prospects. The very, very brief glimpse of this guy like going to work and another worker being like, getting another fight, makes him seem a little more everyman, a little less grand, and
the big gloom and doom aspect seems to be something else, not related to this guy who's just, I've got a job I'm trying to do. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of emptiness right now, but I think that's expected at the beginning of the season. We can fill in those gaps, but as a base, like with his power base or whatever he's doing, I think it's gonna be very interesting. And I really like the actor, if that in fact is him. I think it is. If you've never seen a series called Wilfred with Elijah Wood and this guy and Allison Mack, I think, isn't it?
Really? Yeah. I haven't seen Wilfred. I don't know.
It's really good.
Why do you keep asking me?
It's really good. I'm saying people go see it.
Is it live?
Watch it.
Live action?
No. Well, yeah, it's live action. It's about a dog. Wilfred and Elijah Wood. He's kind of like, you don't really know if it's. This is really funny. It's really good. It's about this guy, and this guy has a neighbor, a girlfriend, like not a girlfriend, but a neighbor that's really hot that he likes, and she has a dog. And whenever he sees the dog, it's an Australian guy like in a dog outfit. And he talks to him. It's really funny. So good. I think it's Allison Mack. Yeah.
Ashley says Nora was obviously born with her powers, yet is inexperienced with them. So does this mean Wally nor Jay helped her train?
Well, Jay has retired a while ago, so it'd be definitely a while for that. Yeah, she just hasn't been trained. I mean, you know, as much as it sucked to have Harrison Wells in that season 1, we benefited by having him there, be able to train the Flash. So yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Allison says, do you think Nora's knowledge of the future will be helpful, or will her interference mess up the timeline?
It's been helpful so far, and they seem to want to change the future, so...
I think it's a thing, too, that you can kind of have to give some information on, oh, this villain here.
Yeah.
Because you can't just look stuff up as easily right now. You don't know exactly where they are.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a way of being like, well, here's some knowledge that we can bring from not having all our computer systems up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Chief Chill says, who sells tachyometers? Because Cisco said, I went and bought a new tachyometer.
I guess in this world, kind of like how over in Supergirl they have that like camouflage ability thing, and they're selling that. I guess in this world it's just useful to have them. You know, like if Ghost were a real thing, you'd probably sell a lot more EMF readers. You know?
Yeah.
Like if it was like a definite thing that Ghosts were real, you'd probably find one of those things in like Walmart, so you could check. You know?
You gotta build them.
Yeah.
It takes so long.
Yeah.
Garrett Price says, do you think Cicada recognized Nora because as soon as he saw her, he had a look on his face and then left?
I think Nora recognized him because she obviously knew who Cicada, or at least knows the name. I don't think he recognized her necessarily. I think that he was, whenever she said dad, that affected him. That's my theory.
Yeah. I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Chief Chill says, those Star Labs cameras sure had some really good angles and self-moving, didn't they? Like the one that was right below Barry's arm.
Yeah. Like the ones that are just shots from season 1,
Yeah.
and they just put on that little filter. That's great.
Austin B says, not 10 minutes in, and this episode showed me how I underestimated the writers twice between the villain's intro and Barry and Nora being upfront to the gang.
Yeah.
Talk about not pulling any punches with our new villain. I'm intrigued to see more of Cicada.
Yeah, one of my criticisms of these kind of shows, especially the full 22, 23 episode format, is that you guys stretch a little story over a lot of episodes. And it seems right, and why they're still going to be doing that, I'm sure there's going to be some of that, especially with like Caitlin's side story and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I love when a story can get to the point and get going, you know,
Yeah.
and not stretch things out artificially. Well, what are we going to do? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out next episode.
A lot of shows do that.
Yeah.
I remember like Supernatural being frustrated sometimes because like you're like, well, guys, just fucking tell each other some stuff and
Yeah.
you'll be on the same point. Then you can solve the problem.
Yeah.
Instead of everyone just hiding what they're doing and like, well, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna do
But
it.
then we get a show like Black Sails that has 10 episodes a season, and you're getting through some shit. Yeah.
And Peggy says, don't you think Nora's being ungrateful to her mother considering Iris raised her all by herself? In my opinion, Nora needs to apologize. And my question is, why won't they let Iris investigate like this every episode?
I would agree, other than I think it's a mistake to assume what happened.
Yeah.
We have no idea what happened. It could be that Iris shut down or left or did something to make Nora not want to be with her.
Yeah. We don't know what happened after Flash left. Whether she went really far into being like no powers being used, and was maybe that's why Nora doesn't have any experience because she wasn't allowed to use her powers.
Maybe she gave up on Barry ever coming back.
Maybe.
And that could be something that Nora never liked.
Maybe Nora never wanted that. She's like, no, we gotta have hope. And Iris is like, no, he's gone. You know,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Maybe, and there's some resentment there because of that. But this Iris doesn't have that yet. So if they can figure it out now, maybe they can fix it in the future.
Yeah, I agree. So we can't assume, but I'm interested to see what it could be.
Lessons. Curiosity Kitty said, lessons Barry learned from his father figures to teach Nora. Reverse Flash, check. Joe West, check. Henry Allen, Jake Garrick, well, 2 down, 2 more to go.
Yeah.
Robert Reyes Jr. says, Eric, do you remember Jessica Parker Kennedy on Smallville as Plastique?
Plastique, yeah. Long time ago. She has not aged much.
Yeah, she looks very similar there.
Yep. No, she was Plastique the Explosion.
Isn't she older than Grant Gustin and
I think so.
Shoot, Iris' Candace
Patton.
Yeah, she's their kid.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Some people are just like that.
Well, that was like the one guy in Glee who was like the oldest one up there, but he was playing like a high school kid,
Really?
you know?
I mean,
Tobey Maguire. He was like 28
Yeah.
being a high school kid or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how old she's supposed to be here, but just by the nature of the story and the storytelling, like, I buy that they are more mature than her, but she could be older than those characters. Like, her character could be older than them.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Couple people asking, like Hank here, wild theory, any chance of Cisco and Caitlin having feelings for each other?
Nope, I don't buy any romantic feelings anywhere. I used to think, like, maybe Ralph and Caitlin, but I don't see any of that anywhere. I think it's pure platonic friendship, and I like it.
There was another one that was talking about, like, well, if she was the love of your life, she'd still be in your life. And he was talking about that at the Cisco, or the Kojitter's place. And I kind of thought maybe he was, like, looking at her a little bit, but I'm like, I don't know if they're going to go that way. Someone else was saying about that, too. And
I didn't catch any of that. I could be wrong, but, you know, that would be a very Fitzsimmons kind of situation, and I don't feel anything like that here.
Robert says, I'm not saying this is why they're doing it, but maybe Cicada is a clever way for the writers to have some, to save some on CG budgets this year. It's a good idea. Losing their abilities highlights how helpless Team Flash are without their powers.
I don't think Flash would, like, do that because of that reason. It would just be like, hey, we don't have to do much when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But all that means, if I were in charge, it'd be like, okay, well, if we can't do that during these kind of fights, what can we do to really up the spectacle?
Yeah. How good is Flash fighting without his powers, you know?
Like, he was not very good here. Maybe
he's got to train with Oliver.
He needs to train with Oliver a little bit.
Brandon says, isn't the Black Flash or those speed ghosts from the past season supposed to hunt speedsters that don't belong in their time, like Nora?
If you don't do it correctly. Which Nora, I know, hasn't, but I don't think she's going around creating havoc like Reverse Flash was, or Zoom was. Like, Zoom was trying to destroy the multiverse. Reverse Flash was trying to stop these very important linchpin moments. Nora hasn't done that yet. So, no Black Flashes. Though, it could be a cool thing, like a cool storyline to bring that back. And I would love if they brought, like, Zoom back to do it, you know?
Yeah. Justin says, will we get a glimpse of the future that Nora comes from this season? This season's good so far. Love your reactions.
That would be interesting. Like how we went and saw, like, Future Barry during the Savitar stuff. That would be cool.
We need to kind of see what's up ahead.
Yeah. Especially, she keeps bragging about how advanced her world is.
The Flash Museum and
yeah,
stuff.
that would be cool. I would like to see the Flash Museum. Like, they must have a statue of Grodd, right? They have to. Yeah. And probably, like, worshippers.
Your boy Wally West says the best thing DeVoe did was break that satellite because now we finally see Barry and Iris doing their jobs.
Agreed.
I hope they don't let Cisco magically fix it.
Me too. I like the new satellite thing. Really do.
He also says, do you think that this Cisco Caitlin Ralph plot gelled well with the Cicada plot? I felt like it slowed down the episode.
I don't feel like it necessarily slowed down the episode. I felt like it was going at a different pace than the other stuff. So it feels a little off, I guess, in that way. But just because that's a story that's going to be told over episodes, this was something that was happening right now. You know?
Dip says, what are some things you guys have done to get over a relationship? Well, I broke up with the girlfriend on Wednesday and went out with Melanie on Sunday.
Yeah.
that got me over my relationship pretty quick.
Yeah, I bet you it did. I don't know. I never really have a problem getting over relationships.
Yeah.
It's just not, that's, like, I'm not really one to dwell and wallow.
Yeah. I moved in with Eric.
Yeah.
we did that. And
yeah, that was good.
Had fun and had Magic the Gathering tournaments.
Yeah. That helps.
Then the Hef says, what do you feel of Cicada? He looks scary and beat the shit out of the team, but so far looks like a skilled fighter like Oliver could take him down. So you think we just haven't seen his full power yet, or are they gonna have to boost him up throughout the season?
I'm going to say that we might not have seen his full power yet, because as of right now, Joe West should be able to deal with him like nothing with a gun.
Well, what if he throws his dagger at you?
Well, that sucks.
He took out the guards of the convoy.
Yeah. I mean, but let's say Barry had a gun just with him.
Pew.
And lost his powers that he could just shoot him in the face. Right?
Well, he shot you in the face.
Exactly. I like his look. I like how it's a little more grunge. It kind of reminds me of Starkiller from The Force Unleashed a little bit. Okay. Especially like with the wrappings. And
when they went down that crappy trash planet?
Raxus Prime.
Yes.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. So I like the look. I like the sound associated. Like, where's the sound coming from? Is he making the sound? with the cicada
He
stuff?
had that mask.
He has a mask on. Like, there's got to be more going on here. So, I don't know. But
where does he get his powers? What are they? And there's lots of questions. I don't know.
Yep, lots of questions.
And maybe we'll get them next time, but I don't have.
Well, let's talk about let's do that for the poll, Aaron. Let's say cicada and his powers. Do you think it originates from him himself, i.e., some kind of meta ability, or it doesn't have to be meta because that implies particle accelerator? A superpower within him, or his equipment, his knife. So, is he more Iron Man or is he more Captain America? Or I guess we should say Batman and Superman in this world.
Yeah. That would work better.
Yeah.
Is it more about what he has?
Yeah.
And his fighting ability, or is it more about he has power?
So yeah. So the weird things are whatever he's doing with that knife, he's able to they're not able to pick it up, but he can pick it up.
He was trying. Cisco was trying to pick it up, just like Thor's hammer.
That makes me think okay, wait, maybe it is a superpower. But then everything else just seems to be inherent to the equipment.
I don't know which way it is.
I'm going to go equipment. I'll go equipment.
I'm going to not answer.
You're not going to answer?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll go with the power, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's what we think, and I got a couple reasons why. We want to hear what you think and the reasons you got.
We'll talk about it next episode.
Yep, you can go to patreon.com/blindway, find that poll, and comment on it, and we'll talk about it next time. And that's going to be it for The Flash. We're done. Guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of The Flash with us. If you want to never miss a DC, CW, TV show reaction, subscribe. Right? Anything else?
No, that's it.
That's it.
Bye.
Bye. Patreon's over there.
And subscribe. And like. And comment. Now it's done.